Fear is big. Fear in business can be damaging. Sometimes things don't work out because there's another direction that you're needed in. But that's a topic for another day. Fear is real. Fear will stop a deal from closing. Fear can stop a new avenue that would have opened the door to a new acquisition. Fear can hide out in the open. And yes, I said that. Fear can be that strong. It can hide and have a grip on you at the same time. Fear in business is normal, often necessary. Emotion that arises with growth, innovation, or uncertainty. You may think that, what if they are better than me? What if? What if with that question? That's a tough question and a cruel one if you let it be. What if you both had a place? What if you were the better choice? What if you looked at that question from a different angle? Maybe a new perspective. I'm going to do a little rewind. I'm going to rewind the clock back a little bit, not too far, back to when I was my 12-year-old self. I was working in a telemarketing office. I'm reading a script to people to ask them over the phone for donations for a circus or something that was coming to town that I don't think I ever saw. I don't think I ever saw signs for. However, I'm digressing here. My point about the fear I had is I was so scared to pick up the phone. And that was back in the day when people used to answer the phone, because this was probably before answering machines. Or maybe they were around, they weren't as common. People still answered the phone anyway, regardless of my digression there. I was scared. I had fear. And you know what? I was young and I had people around me at work, and okay, I followed along. Was I great at it? Nope. Did I do my job? Yes, I did. So I want to bring up a little something that I remember Wayne Dyer used to say. And he would say that fear is false evidence appearing real. Now, what's the bottom line of that? It's false. And if it's false evidence, well, when you have evidence to prove something, you have something. You have something tangible. You have something that you could show to somebody. But when the evidence is false, you don't have anything. So when you look at fear from that perspective, what are you looking at? It's just something that's holding you back. So I wanted to make this video today because I have clients that some of the time they're a little nervous to get on camera. I produce podcasts and they're hesitant on how they look. When I work with somebody on content, well, I don't really want to get in front of the camera too much, or I don't want to say the wrong thing. I'm sure we all say the wrong thing. Of course we do. We say the wrong things in haste. We say the wrong things reading a script. We say the wrong things when we're well studied, when we're nervous, when we're having the best day ever. Sometimes you're too excited to get that message out and you still fumble the words. It happens. So, are you going to let that hold you back? Do you want to keep making excuses? So if false evidence is appearing real, those what ifs half the time don't even happen. Sometimes they do. And maybe it's not even that bad. Sometimes that what if can happen and You don't even notice. You can get through if you're going to make that change. And what if you're supposed to be making phone calls today and you're making excuses? All right. Like my 12-year-old self. I used to make excuses not to make all the phone calls. Sometimes I would call and the phone would ring. And right before somebody answered, I panicked. I hesitated and I hit the button. I didn't want to talk to them. I had to coach myself, 12 years old, coaching myself to call people to ask for money. That was pretty brazen and bold. I didn't rise up to the occasion every time. I was scared out of my mind sometimes. Other times, somebody would say something that was really funny in the office. Other times, I would be inspired by somebody else because we had a room of us that were all sitting making these calls. Now, some of them were veterans on the phone and phenomenal. The way they could talk to people, it was like nothing held them back. Some of them were complimentary and would just start off that way. So there was no right way or wrong way, but it was just to go, pick up the phone, make the phone call. So my point is, maybe it's a phone call that you are hesitating and procrastinating on because you might feel like that 12-year-old Amy sitting in that telemarketing office where you're going, what is the what if on the other end of the phone call? You're not going to know until you actually pick up the phone. This was the kind of phone I used to pick up the phone and make that phone call. It could be something life-changing on the other end. You could have a deal that that person was waiting for something only you have. You can't hesitate. So I was thinking about this video. I was thinking about what kind of content can I put out to help some of my clients. It is a common thing. And I mean, now we have fear that AI is going to take all of our jobs. AI is going to be the next, I don't know, wave of life change where we're going to be living with Skynet coming after all of us. I don't know. What are you going to do? Go dig a hole, go live in a cave, live underground? Or are you going to go off and live in the middle of America out in the woods somewhere? If that works for you, some people can manage. I can't. I like conveniences. I've learned that. Um, Everybody's got their place, though. AI is just going to be another tool. And you know what? It's not terrible. If you're not using AI, sign up for my wait list. I'm going to have an AI workshop. If you are using AI, you're probably ahead of the game. You know, people didn't want to use modern industrial technology. People did not want to use modern equipment. People did not want to change from the typewriter. People were kind of freaked out about the TV. Now they're in every room of a house. There's TVs all over the place. There's TVs in cars. There's TVs on our arm. Things change, things evolve. And I think that I might have exhausted my conversation on fear. So I am going to give you that push, give you that boost, give you that big sister energy. Try it. Pick up your phone and hit record. Pick up that phone and make that business phone call. Try the new connection or that new business. Maybe you're thinking of a business and you just are hesitant that not enough people are going to actually appreciate what you do. And you're not going to know until you actually try. So do it. Start that new venture. Do it. Stick the landing. Pick up the phone. Make the call. Start the podcast. If you need help starting a podcast, I've got virtual productions that I offer at Amelia Media. Reach out. DM me. If you need strategy, DM me. Remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. False evidence. It's still false. It's fugazi. Forget about it. Just never mind. Do something today that is going to make that fear go away, because scared is just another feeling. Just like happy or mad or sad, excited. Just, you don't let those stop you, right? Are you going to say, no, I'm too happy to pick up the phone. I'm too happy to start that venture today. I'm too happy to negotiate the biggest deal of my life right now. No, you're not. So I would say now is a great time to say no more fear. If you like this, if it's helped you a little bit, if it's entertained you for a moment, you know what to do. There's that little like button, and there's that other little subscribe button, and you could stay tuned, because I am going to be bringing you little bits off the cuff, some AI news, some marketing trajectories that I see, what's going on in the world. There's a lot of change. So I want to be another voice, helping you keep up, helping you stay on track, because if you don't have dreams, then you don't have anything to set goals to. And if you don't have anything to set goals to, then what kind of path are you going to follow? You're just going to go about aimlessly, sit and, ohm and ah and hope it's all going to fall in your lap. Well, some people could try that. I don't know if it's going to work. More power to you. But if you want to actually get on the marketing train and set some goals, hit the subscribe, follow, and join me again next time.
Working with Amelia Media was absolutely fantastic.